Good morning, beloveds. Still adjusting to my new routine. Hope your morning is going well. I heard on the radio that today is National Football Hangover Day. So if you stayed up and watched the Super Bowl and are now a little sleep deprived, you are not alone. I did watch the football game. Not really the game. I watched the commercials, and I'm kind of the opinion that T-Mobile won and Rocket Mortgage was right behind them. So it was an interesting, there were some interesting commercials. It's like the one and only time I watch TV to watch the commercials. All right, but it is February 8th, and our title is I See the Divine Presence in All Others. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for the brethren who dwell together in unity. And that is from Psalm 133:1. The best way to make friends is to realize that we meet life in everyone. The God in us meets the God in others. Proclaiming the divine presence, believing in it, we shall meet it. Love will find a perfect way. Our faith in the divine presence in others will overcome the fear of being misunderstood or hurt. If the mind is calm and serene, there will be less liability toward pain. Therefore, at all times, we should be serene and poised. Confidence and love alone cast out fear. The person without fear is the only true whole person. It is ours to decide whether we shall live in fear or in faith. Let us decide to live in faith. Let us learn to practice faith until fear disappears. Until life ceases to be a funeral dirge and becomes a song of joy. To find peace in the midst of confusion, we must realize our center in pure spirit. To reach this place of confidence and faith in the midst of doubt and uncertainty, we should consciously unite our thought with the divine mind. I know that God is within me. I know that the spirit within me is perfect. I enter into its peace and am secure in its protection. The unerring judgment of divine intelligence directs my way. The presence of love uplifts me and lightens my life today. That seems like a good one for Monday. All right. So today is a challenge, because we all have those people in our lives. I see the divine presence in others. All right. But the Bible quote is right on point. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for the brethren who dwell together in unity. When we can play nicely, then things just work better. And what Ernest is saying is one of the ways to play nicely is to recognize underneath all of what I like to call the noise that we are all come from the same source. That we are all brothers and sisters in spirit, that we share the same soul, that we all have splinters, is what I like to say, splinters of the same soul. We all came from the same place. We're all going to the same place. We are made of the same stuff. So the best way to make friends is to realize that we meet life in everyone. And he uses the capital L there. The God in us meets the God in others. And you'll hear that in a number of different ways. One of the ways, I think it's Emerson, because Reverend Jesse loves Emerson and quotes him a lot, but Jove nods to Jove. And then if you're familiar with the phrase namaste, That's exactly what it means. The God in me greets the God in you. It's that recognition that we each carry that Holy Spirit within us, that place that we go within ourselves where we meet God. Everybody has that same space. Everybody has that same place to go. And so when we can look in each other's eyes, and that's one of the reasons why I encourage you to look in the mirror and see God looking back at you. It's an excellent place to practice. When you recognize the Spirit looking back at you, it's easier to let go of the mortal noise. Now, that being said, there are people that you just want to bless from a distance, and that's okay too. It's like you recognize that they are a child of God, you recognize that they are a godling, you recognize the God within them, you hold that space for them, and you are allowed to keep them at a distance until they recognize that they are a child of God. And then you can, when everybody can play nicely, is what I'm trying to say. You know, don't put yourself in situations trying to see the God in everybody, because you can also do that from a distance. Proclaiming the divine presence, believing in it, we shall meet it. It's the same thing that they say about unicorns. I'll believe it when I see it. You'll see it when you believe it. That's how you see magic. It's like you believe in magic and then you see it. Love will find a perfect way. Our faith in the divine presence in others will overcome the fear of being misunderstood or hurt. Okay, let me read that one again. Our faith in the divine presence in others will overcome the fear of being misunderstood or hurt. Because, and that's what I mean about the mortal noise, the mortal coil that we are in. Because we do misunderstand each other, and we do hurt each other, and we do hurt ourselves, and we do misunderstand ourselves. But it comes down to trust in the divine spirit that you will find your people, you will find your tribe, you will find the people that understand you. And that as we all come to that recognition that we are spirit, that we are all children of God, then those misunderstandings will slowly go away. All right. If the mind is calm and serene, there will be less liability towards pain. Therefore, at all times, we should be serene and poised. Oh, if only. But how do you become more serene and poised? By understanding that at the center of your being, there is a place that you can go that nothing has ever been wrong. And so when you are having those moments of confusion, then you go there. You go there, you fill up, and then you bring that energy back with you. Confidence and love alone cast out fear. Test that for yourself. A person without fear is the only truly whole person. Wow. I don't know anybody like that. I think we all have a little bit of fear. Okay. Ernest, I'm going to give you that one. I think that's what we're all working on. It is ours to decide whether we shall live in fear or in faith. Well, that's true. It's like, am I going to let fear get in my way, or am I going to have faith that this is going to work out? And most of the time, I'm going to choose faith. Most of the time, I'm going to choose faith. I'm human. I have those moments too. Let us decide to live in faith. Let us learn to practice faith until fear disappears, until life ceases to be a funeral dirge and becomes a song of joy. If I haven't told you this, Ernest is a fan of Emerson as well, because that sounds very Emersonian. To find peace in the midst of confusion, we must realize our center in pure spirit. That's what I'm talking about. That's that place within you that nothing has ever been wrong. It's there. And that is where we go. That is where we go. That is where we go to meet God unfiltered. To reach this place of confidence and faith in the midst of doubt and uncertainty, we should consciously unite our thought with the divine mind. And that's going forth, because I'm now most of the way through this book. I know I've started over, because I started at the very end of March. And that is the drum that Ernest beats. Consciousness, consciousness, consciousness. Doing things consciously. So consciously going to that place. Consciously recognizing that the people that we meet, including ourselves, are children of God. It's all about consciousness. Recognizing that the mind we use is the same mind that created the stars. And to use that mind consciously. Because so often we unconsciously are using it, or subconsciously using it. And we let our feelings run away with us without a conscious thought behind them. And fear is an excellent example of one that will run away with us. Okay, so I know that God is within me. I know that the Spirit within me is perfect. I enter into its peace and am secure in its protection. The unerring judgment of divine intelligence directs my way. The presence of love uplifts me and lights my life today. So, power statement. I know that God is within me. All right. The mission today is an easy one. I see the divine presence in all others. No, the mission today was easy to find. The mission today, well, that's your challenge. That is your challenge. That is, because that's the goal. That's the goal. To see the divine presence in each other. To look in another's eyes and see Spirit looking back at us. To look in our own eyes and see Spirit looking back at us. To look in other beings' eyes and see Spirit looking back at us. That's Rita, by the way. And to look around us and see Spirit looking back at us. So, all right, beloveds. As always, I'm going to encourage you to do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself. Today, every day, because you are a beloved child of God, in whom God is well pleased. Always, forever. This is our state of grace. And that is the beauty of God. That is the beauty of Spirit. That is the beauty of the divine mind, the patterning intelligence, whatever word you want to use. Because there is nothing outside of it, it does not judge. Therefore, it loves us. And so we are worthy. There's nothing we have to do to be worthy. All right, beloveds. I would encourage you to do something to engage your mind and your body. I know here it's going to be in the 70s. So please open your windows. Get some fresh air. Allow that fresh air to get you some fresh perspective. We may get some sun or not. If you get a minute, go get a little sunlight on your face and drink plenty of water. I know we've got a front coming and the temperature is going to dip down again. So we take advantage of it as we can. But I also, as always, encourage you to open the windows of your soul. Allow that breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven now. Ernest wants to remind us of that every day. He just uses different words. I just happen to like that one in particular. So do what you need to do to make it a wonderful day. All right, beloveds? So Rita says, enjoy your day and go and have a wonderful day. All right, beloveds? Reverend David will be on with you around 5 p.m. There is a book study on Monday. If you're interested in that, they're doing Divine Audacity right now. That's a practitioner that we have in Knoxville, Tennessee. So info@creativelive.org if you're interested in that book study. There's something going on most nights of the week, and I will be back with you at 9 a.m. All right, beloveds, have a wonderful day.